All right. Into this is the system. This one is the back end. We need a back end. Just temporal setup na maye amamu just for a demonstration purpose. Into say over back end. This one is the administration or administrator side. Into usually, if we do the installation and everything configuration for you for the first time, this is how you see it. This one is what I'm doing for Ghanaian German Specialist Hospital. So this is how you see it. You see the general settings, add doctor, schedule, setup, add outpatient, add medicine, add treatment throughout. Then you create invoice. So this one is just a setup wizard. So because we have not really done anything in this management system for this particular hospital, you will know the patient is zero, doctor zero. There's no data in the system. So the one I have set up for you, I have taken my time to go through all the wizard or the setup. I have created 2 patients, 2 doctors, 1 nurse, 1 support staff. The messages are none. The settings, appointment, prescription, assign bed and nurse, treatment, event notice 1, report, pharmacist, medicines. I have entered 2 medicine into the system. Laboratory staff, diagnosis report, accountant, invoice. And when you scroll down, you see the prescription. I have entered 1 prescription. Patient, forgive me, I used your name. Patricia, I use your name, Patricia Slick. So I've used Slick as your surname. And you see, when you come to the appointment, I have a patient named Patricia Slick. I have used your name to book an appointment. I have signed bed to Patricia. Operation, I have assigned operation. We are going to have operation, that is 30th May 2026, April 2026 for Patricia. God forbid, just sample. Until that is it. So this is the administrative side. So when you log in, you see all these interfaces, or everything that is going on in the hospital. You have a few. This one, I did not do any expenses, so that's why there's no data available here. If the hospital does any expenses and is being entered into the system, you see it here. And this one is an income report. I intentionally did an income and accepted invoice and payment from Patricia Slick. Into everything is recorded, the month, the date, and everything, the amount, everything is recorded. So quickly, let me take you through step by step. So we go to the general settings. The general settings, when you click on it, it will open this page for you. Then you enter, this one is the general settings. You enter the name of the hospital, then the year the hospital was established, the address and everything. You go through, just you fill it. This one, I will do it for you when if only we come into one conciseness for me to do the work for you. So these are just technical. I will do it for you at my side. So this one we call payment settings. We have 2 types. We have the Stripe, we have the PayPal. uh, then you enable this one, then you enter your PayPal details, the currency you want to choose, you want to use it. So Ghana is cedis, and user can change profile picture. Yes, maybe doctor can change his or profile picture, or nurse or whatever. If you untick it, that means the person doesn't have the right to change his or profile picture. And you have the keep hospital name in prescription print. Yes, you can enable it so that every prescription the hospital name will come on it. This one too, you can arrange virtual Zoom meeting. That one you have to maybe enroll Zoom account for the hospital, then you come and put in the details here, which you can use to organize virtual Zoom meeting. All right, then we have the SMS settings. Staff can send message to admin. So maybe a staff want to ask a question or need something from administrator. Maybe the staff is on the first floor. he or she has to climb to the third floor where the administrator is. The person can just send a message in the system to the administrator, back and forth, and the administrator can also reply. And we have the patient approval setting. When a patient fill a form, outpatient fill a form online or inside, the administrator has to approve before the data will be stored in the system. When you are done with these settings, then you go to save. So when you save it, you are done. Record updated successfully. So let's go to hospital management system. Then you go to, I'll click here and bring the wizard. So this is we're going to add doctor, or you can come to the licenses. This is the licenses. Let me show you the licenses. The licenses, everything will be licenses in your name. We have the key and everything. Yes. So you come to the dashboard. This is the dashboard. I've already shown the dashboard. This is our dashboard. Then you come to doctor, or you can come to the wizard. Then you go to add doctor. It's the same thing. You can come to the menu, the tree menu here. You go to doctor, or you can click doctor here or add doctor here. Any of them will work. So you click doctor here or add doctor here, or you come to doctor here. Any of them will work. So let's go to add doctor. I've already added a doctor, so I will not go through the process again. So the personal information, office address, sorry, hometown address information, education information, degree or contact information, login, the days where the doctor will use to log in. So the login details, the email of the doctor, and the username and the password. So for instance, Patricia, the login details, administrator or administrative login details I sent to you, I created it here and I sent it to you so that you can log in at your end and have feel of how the software or management system is going to be. So there's other information. So going to select department. All these departments I have personally entered into the system. So if all these departments are not in your hospital, these departments are not in your hospital, I think I need to pause here. Okay, so this the department I created it. I just added. So when you want to add a department, you come here, then this one, if you don't want it, you can delete it. So you can add a department, maybe select department, then you come to add, it will be added. So when you come down, you see we have select department. So all this will be shown. So when I close it from here, then I come department, I can scroll down, then I'll see select department and I'll select it, select department. Yeah, so the specialization, you come here, you scroll down. All these, if what you are doing is not here and you want to add it, all this I added it myself. Me and I'm doing now account into a system. Into you, the administrator has to add what you do. So if you don't do it, you just have to remove it from it. It's a one year. Someone year or more, you just have to remove it and add what you do. So all these things I added it just for presentation sake. So you can add your specialization here. Then that is the same process. Then you add visiting charges per session. That one, taxes. I added the taxes myself so that it will be more easier for you to understand how the system operates. Into the VAT 15%, get fund levy 2.5%, and national health insurance levy 2.5%. COVID has been taken away from our taxes. So consulting charges per session, consulting tax, you can also select that one. Then you select the image of the doctor, the image. You come here, then you upload it. So maybe I'm the doctor, you select it, then you go to select, then my picture will come here. So maybe curriculum vital, that is my CV, my educational certificate, experience certificate, then I save the doctor. So let me come here quickly, doctor list. So I've already created 2 doctors. One is Richard Amakun, one is Prince Owusu, and the department I chose emergency as an example. So specialization, degree, doctor email, mobile phone number, action. So here you can view the detail of the doctor. So these are the information of the doctor. Then you close it. You can delete a doctor from it. Maybe the doctor has resigned from the hospital. You can delete it, or you can edit the doctor's information. So when you come to edit, these are the doctor's information. You can edit it, you can change the picture, you can do whatever you want to do. When you are done with everything, you go to save. So that is the doctor side of the management system. Then you can come here and click here. Then it will come to the interface. So you come to the wizard. You can go to schedule, or you can just follow the information here, outpatient. Any of them will work. So you can just go to nurse here. It will go to the nurse page for you to add a new nurse. However you want, you are conversant with it, you move according to that. So this one I am teaching you according to the wizard. By the time you go through the wizard, everything will be set up. So let's go to schedule setup. Schedule setup. So doctor schedule appointment. Now we have added the doctor, so we can add an appointment. Maybe doctor has an appointment, but before then you have to select a doctor. So these are the 2 doctors you have added. Into doctor bia or be adding bia, no, his or her name will appear here. Then you select the doctor. Now select appointment duration, maybe or just 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever the appointment, 30 minutes. Until which day? It will be only Mondays from time. No set the time, no call save appointment. Until 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. this doctor is available. Until appointment schedule set up successfully. Until when you come to add new appointment. Okay, it's recording. So when you come to add new appointment, you select a patient. Until you cannot do this when there is no patient in the system. So with this one, I've already entered patient in the system, inpatient and outpatient. So when you come to inpatient here, I've added one inpatient. So these are the information of the patient. But if you want to add a new patient, you come to add new patient. So when you come here, these are the data you will need to input. After that, you go to save and the next step. So the next step will bring you to here. Then you follow the same information there. Then you enter the detail or the data into the system. When you finish, you go to save and next, and it will come here. You select assign a doctor to that patient, admitted, under treatment, operated, recovery, care, cured, discharge, death, or whatever it is. Now we put into data symptoms. Into has in Myanmar Shadabo symptoms are shown. If that symptom you are looking for is not here, you just have to come to add or remove symptom. Now the symptom will be in account. So this one I added bowel and bladder charges, difficulty swallowing, extreme fatigue, blah 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 blah. So depending on the sickness of the patient, you add a symptom. Okay, so patient list. This one is the inpatient list. Inpatient list. So if you want to get the detail of the patient, just click on patient detail. Now amount, this information, address, Temacomis 25 West Africa, Elevator Media, blah blah blah. The email should be the hospital email. So these are the information of the patient. You can print it and give it to the patient. So when you click on print, it will give you the print dialog box. So you can print it and the patient will have his or her information printed for him or her as a hard copy detail. So now you can close it. Let's go to outpatient site. So the outpatient, I created one outpatient Sheila. So you come to that one too. We have all this information in action. We have the billing, we have everything. We'll get there, we'll get to the billing side. I will not go there. Yeah, but there's one I want to also show you. Now let me go to the inpatient. The same information there, that the same information at inpatient, the same information at outpatient. Now we have the inpatient column visibility. So if you want to show the picture, if you want to show the picture of the patient, you can show picture. So obviously, so patient name, patient ID, picture has been taken out. Now picture has come, photo. So whatever you want to show, you just click on it. If you want to hide anything, now all these have been checked. So when I click on it, it will be hidden. So I can hide all. Okay, let me start from here. I can hide all. I can hide all. So I'm hiding everything. So you see, let me bring them back for the purpose of our discussion. Let me bring everything back. Action, action. So now everything is back. Blood group and everything. I have messed it up, but assign a doctor. Okay, so that is it. So now Patricia. So when you want to get the detail of Patricia, you click here, the detail will come, everything will come, her name and everything, blood group, everything, country, whatever you have entered. So if you go to discharge, you are going to discharge her. So discharge medication, discharge instruction, the name, the date admitted. This one I did it on 14th. Today is 16th. So I entered the data on 14th April. So you are going to I click on discharge, that means she's going to be discharged from the system. But for the purpose of our discussion, I'm not going to discharge her. Alright. So when you come to billing, Patricia, I've done a lot of expenses for her. So when you come to there's the invoice ID, and we have the patient, we have the outpatient, that is Sheila, we have the patient. When you click on the charges, it will bring all her charges. Now I did some payment, so it has left with only ambulance. It's today that I added the ambulance to it, that is 16th. But the 14th April that I was entering the data, she had an expenses. Let's come to the invoice list. She had an expenses. You see the date, the total amount, the adjustment, that is and the paid amount. So the status is paid. So you can print the receipt or view invoice. So when I click on the invoice, you see all the expenses. You see all the expenses. So these are all expenses or whatever transpired in the hospital concerning patient Slick. So she did a consultation on 14th. One unit, the amount was 200 Ghana cedis. There was no discount. The tax, I did not add any tax. So the total amount was 200. That is it. So when it comes to instrument charges, I just did maybe injection. So that instrument charges, that is on the 14th. The unit was 1 and the amount was 150. That one too has been added. Treatment fee, surgery, 15. That was yesterday, which I did that, 550 cedis. That is it. And medical charges, I added medicine into the system and I assigned a medicine to her that she's buying a medicine. That was yesterday, that is 15th April. So the medicine was 200 cedis and she was given a discount of 20 Ghana cedis. So the discount is being deducted from this one, that is the 200 cedis. So she's going to pay the 180 cedis. So the bed, I assigned bed to her, bed charges. So there's the bed title, bed number. This one I created it, so you create it yourself. So the the SL is the Slick. I have shortened it to be SL0002, and the 15, that was yesterday. So she's going to be admitted for 45 good days, and the amount, the price is 9,000 Ghana cedis. There's no discount for her, so, and there's no tax added, so that's 9,000. And the nurse charges, the nurse that attended to her, I created a nurse called Cynthia Nano. So the nurse attended to her, that was yesterday, 45 days, and the charges 6,750 was added. Operations, she's going to have operation, and the title of the operation is this one is science medical term, so pardon me for that. Appendectomy, okay. And that was the yesterday I did the configuration. That is the price is 12,000 Ghana cedis, no discount, no tax, so the total amount is 12,000. And diagnosis report charge, pathology report, I did a report for her, and the amount is 330 Ghana cedis, and no discount, no tax, so this is the total amount. And I donated, I gave her blood charges, O plus 5 bags, and 1 bag, so the 1 bag was let me say 5, calculator, I did the calculation yesterday, I've forgotten. 4,200 divided by 5, that is 840 Ghana cedis. So 1 bag is 840 Ghana cedis. So the 5 bags of blood will be 4,200. So, and there's no discount, no taxes added. So the total was 4,200. So when you come down here, you see the total. So the subtotal amount was 33,380 Ghana cedis. The discount was just 20 Ghana cedis throughout all her expenses at the hospital. The adjustment amount was 0, and the tax was 0. So the total amount that she paid was 33,600 Ghana cedis because of the discount. So the discount has been deducted from this one, so it will be 360, so 33,360, and that is what she paid. So the grand total will be 0 because this one will be deducted from this, and this one is being deducted from this. So the amount is this. So that's the invoice. So you can print it out or you can save it as PDF. So that's the invoice for Patricia, and it has been ticked as paid. So when you come to income list, all the expenses of Patricia are here. So this one is the invoice ID, the invoice we raised here. You come to invoice. When you raise the invoice, the ID will come. This one was not an invoice, it was entered as direct income. That is why. So before you can do the direct income, you have to do the invoice. So when you generate the invoice, then you pay through invoice, then it will come under the income list. But these ones I just came here and I did add income. I just came here and I did add income direct. So I chose this one, paid, and I entered the amount there. That is how we didn't have the invoice ID here. But with this one, I first generated the invoice for Patricia. So this is the invoice ID for the second one. If I generate this one, the invoice ID will change. So this one is 141. So if I come and generate another one, it will be 142, 162, 4162. So the invoice ID will change. Okay, so now we come here. These are income. So when I come to the 33,360, the one that she paid, is view income. Everything is here. Status pay, that was yesterday, 15th April. So one income entries, all these are billing to Patricia Slick. Then you come to 15th date entry, income, invoice income, the amount, the total amount that she paid. So this one will be printed and add to the invoice generated for additional further discussion or accounting staffs in the hospital. And these ones too, that was entered on 14th. This one you can view the income. Let me see, have you seen it? Paid 1, 2, 14th consultation instrument. So it will be added as 350 paid. This one too has been paid. Right. So this is this one is the expenses. I did not do any expense. So maybe we are going to expense name, supplier name, maybe Slick Hospital, status, part payment or paid, date 16th, expense entry, expense amount maybe 2,000 Ghana cedis, expense label. We are going to buy medicine. Add another expense, 1,500. 1,500. Sorry, 1,500. Buy chair. Then go to create expense entry. You can add as many as you want. So the total will be 3,500. Supplier name, Slick Hospital. Date. So these are expenses, expense list. So expense list, these are expenses, and it has been marked as paid. So we have made these expenses today in the name of the hospital. And this one is tax list. So this is where I added the tax. So the get fund levy, national health insurance levy, VAT. You can edit them or you can delete them. So if you want to add new tax, you come to add tax here. Then you will add the tax name, then the value of the tax. Okay, so that is the tax side. If you come to the expense list, this is the expense we have now, which I've already gone there. If you scroll down, you know that these are expenses we had today. So the administrator can always log in and find out the expenses we have made today and the income and the invoices which has been generated today. Now let me go to the next one. This one was the patient information that brought us here. So the inpatient, let me go back to the inpatient. So that is the patient detail. So this is the billing. That the billing we clicked on and it sent us to this place. Now this is the only bill that is available for her to pay. If I click on it and go to save, to come here, the subtotal is 172. Patricia, this is a test invoice. Okay, test. And I go to create invoice entry. So now we have created another invoice entry, and the invoice ID is 162, and the total amount is 172.5 unpaid. So because she has not paid, it has been marked as unpaid, the status. We can view the invoice here. So when you scroll down, you see that ambulance charges, she used ambulance, she has not paid, she's now coming to pay, and there is a tax. The ambulance charges is 150 cedis, and there's no discount, and the charges we added tax. You see, I told you I added tax, and the tax is 15%, so that is 22.50. So to be added to 150, and you get a total here. So when you come here, you get a grand total. The subtotal amount is 150 cedis, no discount, adjustment amount, no. All this will be deducted from the main account. The tax will be added, so the tax is being added to the subtotal amount, and the paid amount is 0. She has not paid anything. So the total amount that patient has to pay for the ambulance is 172 Ghana cedis. You can print it for her, or you can send PDF through her mail, or you can save it on your system. Right. You can edit it, you can delete it. Now maybe she has come to pay the money. So since she has come to pay the money, then you take the money. Oh, how much am I owing? You are owing 172 cedis, 50 pesos. She gives you 200 cedis. And then you come to add income. So when you come to add income, she paid cash, check, bank transfer, or credit card or debit card. She paid cash. Whatever she paid, this is Patricia. So whatever she paid, then you type whatever you're supposed to type here for reference. She has finished paying. She has finished paying her bills. Which date? That is today's date. The amount, income entry, invoice income. Then you create. So this one is invoice income. So the invoice you have raised, that is the income that is coming. So that is, you create invoice entry, create income entry. Create income entry. Create income entry. So now we have created another one. So because the invoice, we created an invoice that is having an invoice ID 162, it has been added. So now if you come here, view the status, so that I've written status paid. She has paid. Now she's not owing again. So the cash has been given. So when you come and you are cross-checking, you count the money and everything. This one is the administrator side, so administrator can delete it, but the accountant, you can restrict the accountant from not deleting. So you see the delete here, that is the administrator, the owner of the hospital, or the administrator of the hospital. So the accountant doesn't have the feature to delete it. The action, we will get there. So that is the monetary aspect of this one. So now let's go to the nurse. You can add a nurse here, add new nurse. I've added one nurse. So there is just a form you fill, then it will be saved into the system. So the photo, the name, and everything you follow. When you finish, you can the mobile number. You can view the nurse information here, the charges per unit, and those types. Yeah. So you can export the nurses in the system. So to be exported in Excel, the same way. When you click on the export, let me click on it. So it has been exported in Excel. So I can open the file in Excel. I'm opening the file in Excel. It's opening now. So let me continue. When it's finished opening, then I go there. When it's finished opening, then I. So this is a nursing side. If you want to add, you come to add nurse, you enter the information of the nurse, then you save it. Always remember, this is the login details where the nurse will use it to log into the system. These are login details the nurse will use to log into the system. Okay, so you come to support staff. So that this place will comprise of all the staff working in the hospital, cleaners, receptionists, everybody that works in the hospital. So you just come to add new support staff. You fill the information and the person will be added. The same process, you come to view, you view the person's information, the picture of the person, the name, the username, date of birth, gender, address. Then you come to pharmacist. This one too, you add pharmacist into it, the system. You can view and you can delete. There's the information of the pharmacist. And you come to laboratory staff. This one too, I've added one, David Nyano. I've added one, the same process. All right, we come to accountant. So there's the accountant, the information. You can add new accountant here. There's the login details. Always make sure. So accountant list, the number of accountants you have the appointment. So this appointment, you can add new appointment, doctor schedule. So this one, I added this one. Patricia is having an appointment with Dr. Richard Amoako, and this is the date, that is 15th. That was yesterday. So the appointment was 5 p.m. So nobody can have appointment without the knowledge of the administrators. So you can select maybe Dr. Prince pediatrics appointment, maybe at 15 minutes. When? Friday. Let's choose Friday. The date, that is tomorrow, Friday. He has a appointment from 8. The time, you can change, always change the time. You can change from 9 or 6 a.m. or 1 a.m., 6 a.m. You can change the time, or 7 a.m., 6 a.m. to maybe 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That is the appointment time. Alright, so when you are done, you go to save appointment. So now when you come to appointment list, it will be added. Add new appointment. Sorry. So when you come to here, this one, Sheila is having an appointment with the doctors. They have their specialization. So if you choose a doctor and that doctor is not in that specialty, it will not come. So this one is surgery. Surgery is Dr. Richard Amoako. So let me go to, let me see. If I select this one, there's no doctor there because I have not put any doctor who is in the cardiothoracic center. Sorry. So let me, I think that doctor, I put it, I gave it a department, emergency. Yeah, I gave it emergency. So you see that when I selected emergency, Dr. Prince Owusu pediatrics came. So the department you give to the doctor, that will determine the doctor that will appear when you are booking an appointment. So the date, appointment date is tomorrow. So when you click on that tomorrow, it will choose the time from 6 a.m., 6:15 a.m., 6:30, 6:45 to the time that the doctor will close. So maybe the person want to come from 3 o'clock p.m. Send SMS. So after the person has selected, or you have selected this appointment, you go to save to send SMS to the doctor and the patient. So now this is the date and the time. The patient is Sheila Angel Tete. Then the doctor is Prince Owusu. You can delete at the appointment and you can reschedule it. So when you come to hospital management here, you see that the appointment has increased to 2. At first it was 1. The appointment has increased to 2. When you scroll down, you see that the appointment, we have this one, patient name Sheila Angel Tete. That is the name here. The date, tomorrow is the appointment, and this one was yesterday, Patricia Slick. So every appointment will appear here. So this one too is prescription. So this prescription, this patient has not yet paid. I just typed it there. So everything will appear here. If a doctor enters an appointment, everything will appear here for you to see it. These are all events. This is event that I put in. So this one is an appointment that was yesterday. This one is today. This is today. This appointment for tomorrow, 3 p.m. That is what is showing here. 3 p.m. So have you seen the difference? Okay, so now let's go we have the we I think I was at medicine. So there's a medicine. I've added two medicine. There's medicine list. I added two medicine. There's the medicine name, category, batch number, quantity in the system, price per unit, discount. This one I gave 3 discount. Oh, so the tax, no taxes, expiry date of the medicine, stock in. So you can view the medicine. There's the medicine information. So the pharmacist would have to enter all the medicine in your shelves. And to add new medicine, you can go to dispatch medicine, but you cannot dispatch medicine if you don't have a medicine in the system. So let's see. So add medicine, you come here. If you don't have all these, I entered them into the system. So if all these medicine are not there, and maybe this one is category name. So medicine, the medicine has category antibiotics, whatever, endocrine agent. So let me say antibiotics. If maybe what I have typed here is not in your system, then you come to add or remove. Then you type the category of medicine you have. You type it here and you go to add. You add it. So let me say Slick medicine. Then you come to add. You see Slick medicine has been added as a category in. So Slick medicine. If I come here, I choose Slick medicine. Then I type the medicine name, Dr. Slick. And I give the description of the medicine. Sorry. Then I give it batch number. So this is the batch number I created. So let me say 28. Quantity is 140. The price per unit is 32 cedis. Medicine ID, let me say 9. Say 669. Okay, then I give it a note. This is testing. Discount, no discount, flat rate, percentage, tax. Okay, let's say flat rate. And we're going to add tax, maybe VAT. Manufacturing, Slick Hospital. Date of manufacturing, 1st April. Expiring date, 2020, 2030, 2027, 30th. Okay. So you can add another medicine under the same category. So like for instance, if you choose antibiotics, you can add all antibiotics medicine at a go. When you finish, then you go to save. So now Dr. Slick medicine called Dr. Slick has been added. The category Slick medicine, the batch number Slick, quantity, price per unit, VAT, expiring date, in. You can delete it, you can view. So that's how you add medicine. So let's go to dispatch, dispatched medicine list. So Patricia, we have dispatched medicine to Patricia, and the price, medicine price is 200 cedis. Discount, this is where we gave her discount, 20 Ghana cedi discount, and she paid 180 cedis. So we are going to dispatch medicine now. So let's select patient Sheila. This time is Sheila. No doctor has prescribed medicine for Sheila, so it will not come unless we prescribe medicine for Sheila. Sheila has not been attended to, so no medicine from a doctor to Sheila. So we cannot dispatch medicine to Sheila unless she has received prescription. So let's go to Patricia. So prescription, Patricia Slick, she already has a prescription. So now there's the prescription. There's a anti-terminal phenol. This one was prescribed in her. So the quantity, let me see, the quantity is 6. So that will be multiplied per unit. So the 6 will be 6, and that means the quantity is 100. The price per unit is 100 cedis. So you see, when I entered 100 cedis has come. So it does the calculation automatically by itself, because you have entered the price per quantity of the medicine into the system. So when the person is taking 2 medicine, automatically it will do the calculation, and you know that this is the price, no discount given to the person, no tax added to it. So that is it. Flat rate, percentage, this one is flat rate. So the subtotal is then you can add any description of your choice. You can add any description of your choice, then you save it. You have prescribed medicine for Patricia. So now another medicine, no discount, 200 cedis. Okay, so let's dispatch another one, or let's edit this one. I don't want the quantity and the price to be the same as the first one, so let's change it and make it, let me say 10. So that's 1000 Ghana cedis. Then we save it. So 1000 Ghana cedis. So when it comes to treatment, this one I assigned it to Patricia. So she had a consultation, the price, the injection, the price, the surgery, the price. So you can add another treatment. So add treatment, treatment name. You let me say injection. We have to add tax to the injection this time. The price is 36 Ghana cedis. Then you save it. So this time we have added tax to it. Okay, so that's injection. So you can add new treatment. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's go to prescription. This one I have already prescribed medicine for Patricia. Yeah, so I prescribed this medicine for her. Frequency of medicine 7 days after meal. So you can add new prescription. This time maybe we select general surgery. We select Sheila. Sheila is outpatient, so we can convert her into inpatient. We can convert Sheila to inpatient because she is outpatient. Most of the things are being added to the new patient, so you can add outpatient or new patient. So treatment or report. Let's go to treatment. What treatment? Maybe injection. Case history. Now admitted. Medicine. So this is the medicine we have entered into the system. The medicine category. So this is the medicine we have entered into the system. The category. So Dr. Slick, that medicine. So frequency. Frequency is this. The number of days. Let me say 3 times a day. The number of days, 5 days. When to take it, after meal or before meal. And you can add another medicine. Frequency 2, 3 days after meal. In that order. So custom field, you can fill here. This is a testing medical report. Prescription of medicine. Prescription of medicine. Why is the prescription not working? Prescription. Okay, that's fine. So you can add another one. You can choose a report. Maybe there has been a laboratory test or whatever. You can choose it. Maybe Sheila Nathan CV. You go here, then you save. So now we have 2. This one is the Sheila injection. This one is surgery. So you can view her. 3 days. So this Dr. Sick, she has 2 prescription. That is it. Okay, so now that is a prescription. You can add bed here. You can add bed. This one, there's a bed I have already added to the system. You can come to add new bed, then you follow the procedure, the category. I added all this category of bed. If there's no category, you can add category from here. You can delete them, then you add new one category. You can add the batch number. I added all this bed number, and I added the price of the bed per night. If you want to add tax, you add the tax to the bed, location of the bed, description of the bed. So far this is the bed list I have added to the system. We have the assign bed. After you add the bed, you can assign bed. So this one they can transfer the bed. So this one is Patricia. So full electric bed. That is a bed category. Bed number, patient Patricia, and the patient ID. And the nurse assigned to the bed or the patient is Cynthia Nano. Allotment date, that's yesterday I did that. That's 16th April. Expected discharge 30th next month. Admitted patient. Okay, so all these are being inputted. When you come to assign bed, you come to here, then you follow the process. You follow the on screen the number of patients. You select their name or you search for their name. You type their name, it will come. If maybe there are thousands of patients, you search their name, Patricia, and Patricia will come. Then you select the status, admitted, add bed, maybe bariatric bed, there's no bed assigned to that, so let me go to full one. So the full one, because I have not added a bed called bariatric, so I have added full electric bed. That is why I get the bed number. So every bed you add, the number will appear here. So since you have not added a bed, because I got a warning message here, because Patricia has already been assigned to full electric bed. That is why I got a warning message. Let me say ICU, and I get this one. You see, so lower, there's no bed number. Okay, I gave this a bed regular. I made it regular bed. Okay, so you just have to input in your bed. Let me go to full electric. Yeah. So you see, already assigned bed to Patricia Slick. So that bed has been assigned to Patricia Slick. So you get a warning message that this bed is occupied in the system. So you don't need to assign to another person since it. So that's the assigned bed. Let's go to instrument management. So this is where you add instrument. This one, instrument list. Add instrument. You come here, the instrument you use at the hospital. You add the instrument information, firm information, the company that designed or created the instrument. Then the invoice info, the acquire, the asset ID, then asset info, description, quantity, price. Then you add the instrument into the system. So maybe we are going to buy bed, or let me say the instrument we use at the hospital, some of them, yeah, you know it. So the instrument you use in the hospital, then you enter the instrument information here. Come to assign instrument. So before you can assign instrument, you have to make sure that there is instrument entered in the system. So because of time, I have to make a research of hospital instrument and get all this information and enter into it. So I will not do that, but when we enroll the software running for you, we can input all those data. We assign maybe Patricia, then the instrument we are going to use and the date and everything we assign. Okay, so let's go to operation. So this one I did operation side for Patricia. Operation name appendectomy, patient name Patricia and the patient ID. Surgeon Richard Amakon, that is the doctor, that is his specialization. The date of the surgery, that is 30th of April. The operation charge 12,000 Ghana cedis. The tax, no tax, total operation charge this in progress, status of the in progress. So you can view it, then you see the information here, description, test. You can edit it, you can delete it. You can add another operation from here. You can add another operation from here. So you can add an operation from here. Sheila, admitted, select doctor. You can select more doctors for the same person. And then select bed. There's no bed number, so you can add bed. Select bed category, full electronic. Let me say 4. Charges per bed 120 Ghana cedis, tax 15 Ghana cedis. The location, right, testing, description, testing. Then I add or remove, then I go to save. So let me come here, bed, still have not been added bed here. Let me come, full electronic. So I have to add the bed here. Alright, so this one is you have to add bed before you can go about it. Let me say full electronics, but let me save it. Okay, fine. It's not coming because I have to add full electronic bed 4. Then operation date, let me say 30th of next month. 30th of next month. Then hour, let me say 10:45. Description, testing, operation price, let me say 15,000. This one, because I've already entered the price 12,000, it will not change. So let me come in progress, scheduled, save. I've entered a lot of things. Okay, so you can add new operation from here. So now we have 2 operations here. One is Patricia, one is Sheila. Alright, so now we go to diagnosis report. Diagnosis report. Diagnosis report. So diagnosis report, we have the diagnosis report list. Add diagnosis. This one I created it. You can just check the report. Which I uploaded, so that will be the report that will be attached from the lab. So this one I added a letterhead that I developed for someone. So that is it. You can edit it, the report cost, the tax and the total. You can add a report from this tab. You can add a report from this one, select report, and maybe pathology report. Then you choose. If there is no this thing, then you add this one. I added pathology report. You can add another report name, the price, the amount, the description. And if you want to add text, you add text. Then maybe you add it. Let me say X-ray 560 chests, X-ray report. I add tax of maybe 15%. Yeah. That's why. Okay. So I add tax X-ray. So I add it. So the X-ray has been added to the report. So I can choose X-ray from here. X, and I choose a file that there's amount. The tax has been calculated and added to it. Add a description. Send email to the patient. Send email to doctor. Then I go to create. I have to add the report. Then I save it. It's saving it. So now it has been added X-ray, so I can view the report. So this is All Star Media College, blah 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 blah, which I added to this thing. So now that's the diagnosis report. Blood bank, that one too. I added all this blood manager. I added all this blood group, the number of bags in the system, and the price. So if you want to add a blood, you come here. Before you add all these things, you have to, this one is blood, the number of bags, you enter, then you get the quantity here, the number of bags. Some people donate blood, so when it comes to donate blood, but before I just add donate blood, let's check the O plus. So the O plus is 15. So let me come to add blood donor. Let me say Charity has come to donate blood. She's a female. Charity Opare. Age 33. Phone number 77666. Email charity@gmail.com. Blood group. Number of bags 10. So let me increase it from here. 10. Okay, 10 is too much. Let me say 5. Date. Today. Let me say today. Then I go to save. So when I save it and I come to blood donor list, the first one I did was Richard Amakon, O plus 38 age, male, and he donated 10, and that was yesterday. So you can view his own here. Now I added Charity. You can view Charity's own, and that is it. So when they come to add blood group, you come here. Okay, let me go here. If you come here, you see that the 15, the O plus was 15. Now 5 has been added to it, so it has become 20. So you now have 20 bags of O plus blood group. Alright, so you can dispatch the blood. Already I have dispatched some here to Patricia, 5 blood. That is why she paid 4,200. So if you come here and you select the patient Sheila, then you go to O plus. Let's dispatch maybe 5 to Sheila. The charges, one is maybe 130 Ghana cedis. We add a tax to it. We add get fund, then we add levy. So all these charges, the date is today. Then we go to save. So she too has been added to it. Now the tax is this. So the total, so we have to edit it. We have to edit it. So this one, it was 800 and something. So let's calculate it. So the first one I did was 4,200 divided by 5. That's 840 per one. So 840 per one. So that's the prices. 840. So you add the tax and everything. So if you know the blood price, so 840 times 5, that will be 4,200. So this one will be 4,200 here, 4,200 plus the taxes. So this one will be tax. The tax is 840, which will be added to the 4,200, and the total will be this for Patricia. Alright, so the invoice, and come to invoice. This one we we generated invoice and we did the payment previously as I shown you. So there's no way. Now we have to raise another invoice because we have added Sheila. So let's come to check. Sheila has a lot of money pending to pay, so she has a treatment fees injection, that is 60, that is 130 Ghana cedis, no discount, no tax, and he has operation charges, this one, and he has the date, and the amount is 12,000, no discount, no tax, and diagnosis report charges X-ray 16,500. The total, the tax is this, so the total is 644. Blood group charges O plus date 5 bucks, 5,000, and the charges this one. So if you go, you can add another row to it and add some. If maybe what is here is not the total, or you can still remove some from it by unticking this. So now we are going to raise invoice for all of the charges in her name. So you go to save invoice. This is a test invoice. The total will be 17,000. So it has calculated it automatically, 17,814. Then the date is this. Then comment testing the monetary side of the system. Okay, so now go to create invoice entry. So when it's finished creating, you come to see that another invoice number has been generated. The first one was 141. Now it has come to I created another one, that is 162, and I have now created another one, 163. And the cost, the total, the patient ID, the title, the patient ID, the total amount is 17,817, and the adjustment amount, the paid amount, the person has not paid. That is why you see this one there, and the due amount, the status is unpaid. So there is the action. So you can add income, edit, or delete. So if you come to view invoice, you see all the expenses, everything is here. So you see everything, and the amount that the patient has to pay is here. So this is a tax, everything added to it. The subtotal is 16,890, and the tax is added to it. So the person has, this one can be printed for the person to have a feel or a copy of his or her cost. So this one will be printed for the person to see, right? So that is it. So if you want to add the income, you just have to. So this one, the reason why the start date and the end date is here is that you can get about 1,000 or 2,000 patient or transaction or invoices. So the invoice you want to show, you just click the date, start date from maybe from today to 4th, 14th, 15th, that was yesterday. So it will search. So that is only yesterday. So this one is 14th to 15th, that was only yesterday. So if I come to 16th, it will add today's on to it. Then so this one is, so that's how it is. So you search 14th. So you can search for it. 16th, so 15th to 16th. or you can delete it and let it search. Yeah, so now I've searched from 14th to 16th, that is the 3 1. So now you can come to add income, but you can just pay from let the person, when the person is coming to pay, you can just add income from the invoice you have generated. Then you come to Sheila, cash, the amount, this amount she's going to pay with. So automatically it will bring the cost or the amount in her name. Then you give it a description, the date she's paying is here. Then type testing, whatever you want to type here, testing, type here. Then invoice income. Then you go to create. Then it will do the payment. So let's continue. So that is it. So now all these are invoices. So let me go to income list. So then now it has come to the income list and the invoice ID is here. Sheila has paid. So cash, you view it, you see that it has status paid. So now you can compare the income list to the invoice list and know the money that has been coming in and coming out of the hospital. And this one is the event. I intentionally added one event. You can add new event from here. They are all easy to use. Notice or event. Maybe you want to give a notice, event title, the date, starting date and ending date. You select row, event for doctors or nurses or support staff or accountant or blah 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 blah. Then you do it. Then you come to message. So now you can send message, you can compose message. You click on the compose here. All patients, all doctors, all nurses, all staffs, all pharmacists, all laboratory staffs, all accounts, or Dr. Richard, or so you can choose all of the staff or specific people you want to send the information to. You can send it to the patient specifically, or Patricia Slick, Sheila. You can send it to a specific nurse as an administrator. Maybe a nurse is not coming to work, you can send the nurse a specific message or direct message, pharmacist, and this and this. So that is it. So if you want to send a message to a specific person, accountant, Gifty Asantua, you want to send a message, you select her name, then you go to I need let me say I need a technical assistant, come to my office now. Then you send SMS, so maybe SMS text, I need you now in my office. When you finish, you go to send. This one is not supposed to add exclamations, and it doesn't accept this one. So you come to send message. It will send the message to I've forgotten her name, Asantua, Gifty Asantua. So when you come to Gifty Asantua, you see, come to send. This one is inbox, sent. So if a nurse send you a message, if anybody send you a message, you see it at inbox. But if you send it, you see that sent. So Gifty Asantua, You just send a message to give the subject and description. Come to my office now. There's a testing program. That is it. And you have the ambulance. You can add ambulance. Ambulance requested list. Add new ambulance. Ambulance list. Add new ambulance. And this one is request. So this one I've added one ambulance. This ambulance number, patient, and the cost of the ambulance and everything will be added. So when you come to here, ambulance request, you select ambulance. But before you can select, you have to come and add new ambulance. So when you add the ambulance, you have to add the driver, the one who is going to drive the ambulance, and everything, the detail, before you can request for an ambulance. Because if you don't have an ambulance, you can't request for an ambulance. That is it. Then you come to the report. This is the report. You can generate a report from maybe 16th to 15th of this month. There's no data there. Let me say I need a report from, okay, this one is bed occupancy report. There's no data from there. So operation report, bed occupancy report. So the operation reports, let me say today to yesterday, there has been a record. There's no record of yesterday and today. There's no operation date. Let me go to 14th, maybe 14th. There's no data from there. 13th to 16th. Okay. Let me see if there's an operation report. There's no operation report, so I did not enter any operation report. So let's go to operation fair report. There's no operation fair, but there's no data. If the data is there, it will appear. There's no data there. So when I come to the income report, let me say income report 16th to 15th. Let's see the income report. You see that it has to bring out all the income reports. So all these are income reports. That was 14th to 15th. That is 3 days today and yesterday. Today is 16th. So 14th and 15th. That is a report. So you can print the report. Then you know that, okay, this is the report for these 2 days, 14th and 15th. At least your amount. This is the 14th. This is the 14th. April 2026. The person paid cash. So you know what happened. Even if you are not at the hospital, you can check everything from your house, or if you have traveled outside the country, you can still check everything from your tablet, from your PC, or from your phone. You know whatever happened. So you can print this one out, or you can still save it as PDF. So when you want to save it as PDF, this is for payment method cash. There's an income report. So the date and everything is here. Okay, so that is it. Let me add 16th today. So when you want to add 16th, so that's 15th. So so the report is today's only. I added, so when I go to PDF, so right now I did the 17,800 has been added to it. Alright, so that's today's report. We come to expenses report. I think I made some small expenses today. Let me see if it will be shown here. So the Slick Hospital, 3,500 paid date. Alright, so you can come to graph and also check there's no any graph. Let me go to income 16th to 15th. Let me go to graph. So it will show the graph of the income report by month. So this is the month of April, right? So income report is 51,899. So you see in this, so today, this month in particular, the income report in a graph form is 51,000. Then expenses only today I made the expenses. So let's say there's no expenses from 14th and this one. So let's go to 16th. So let's see if there's going to be a graph. There's no graph. There's no. Okay, that's fine. It's getting generated. So we have the SMS. The SMS. This one, there are other third-party services that, if you are ready, we would enroll either on the Clickatel or this one. We enroll and get your configuration. If I click on this one, it will give me. So we have to create account with these people. Then you get the username, password, and API key for you to be able to be using the SMS. So the doctor or the patient or whoever you want to send the SMS to can receive an SMS on their phone from your system. So if you check this one too, you have to get the authentication key from their site. That one, it's a third party, so you need to pay them and get the services from them. They provide those services, and it has been integrated into the system to run to use their service. And we have the audit log. We have the audit log. This one is also login system, so you get to know all the activities that has happened in the system, everything. The nurse that logged in, the doctors that logged in, every activity, the time. So this one, add new user at, that's 14th. I added a new user by LB. So this one I created and added a new user, and later I updated it and used this one to add another new user on the 14th. So until you get all the everything that has happened in the system to the date. So today is 16th. That is the time I sent a message has been also been recorded, and this log you can download it. So you see it has been downloaded. You can open it and save it and know whatever is happening in the system. So maybe something has popped up, maybe someone has deleted something and the person is lying. You can come here and check the log that this time this person did this one in the system, but you said you updated. This one is update dispatch medicine. You updated the medicine, but you are lying that you updated the medicine. So everything is being recorded in the system. That is it. And we have the mail. Let me show you. So this one is the audit log, and you have the mail template. So this is where you edit your mail. So this one is patient registration template. This one, you are successfully registered at, then the hospital name will come. This one you're not supposed to tamper with it, if not that you spoil it. So these are the call something syntax. These are the syntaxes you are going to use. So most of the times we do this for the hospital we are working with, as it's very technical. So we do it for you, but I'm just showing you for you to see. So you are successfully registered at the hospital name. Your patient ID is patient ID, and you can sign in using the link below. The link will be given to the patient, then the hospital name regards the hospital name, then you save it. So this one is the patient login template. Patient approval. The patient will be approved by the admin. Then you come to the add user in the system template. So you are added by admin. So the admin can add a new user, and the person will get this information from it. Yeah. So throughout we have the doctor assigned to patient mail. Patient, this one, you click on it, you see everything there. Patient assigned to doctor mail, patient assigned to nurse mail, patient appointment boxing mail template. Everything is detailed. Doctor appointment booking date, mail template, and description template, payment received against invoice template. So you get a message when you see you have successfully paid your invoice. So you get this message in your portal or your text message. You have successfully, let me edit it. You have successfully paid your invoice, and the invoice number will come here. You can check the invoice attached here. Then the invoice will be attached, hospital name, then you save it. So that's been saved. So the correction has been made. I think when I was typing, I typed your. Sorry about that. Alright, so patient approved template. So this one too, you drag it down, patient approved template. Add new user, add prescription, payment, receive invoice, generate invoice template, assign bed to everything, cancel appointment mail, everything is here. Virtual appointment, doctor reminder, everything, virtual appointment, patient reminder, medicine out of stock. So the medicine out of stock also says here, medicine is out of stock. Dear user, medicine name, medicine is out of stock, please check and restock it. Regards from hospital. I hope you get it. So all these are there that you can send the messages across within the software. Okay, so that is it. You come to the general setting, which I started with. So the hospital name and everything will be configured. The hospital logo, you get a nice backdrop. I'll design a nice backdrop for you. This one is just temporary and everything. I've gone through this one in the first session of it. Then you come to the access rights. So this is where the administrator, you come to the doctor, you have to, so this one is doctor access right. You have to restrict the doctor what to do or the access the doctor has in the system. So when it comes to doctor, the doctor can own the data of another doctor or himself and view, but he cannot add doctor, he cannot edit, or he cannot delete doctor. When it comes to the outpatient, he can see the information, he can view, he can add outpatient, he can edit, but he can't delete any patient from the hospital management system. The same applies to the inpatient. The nurses, the doctor cannot own the data of the nurse, but can view nurse. They cannot add, they cannot edit, they cannot delete nurses in that order. So the doctor can do appointment, view appointment, add appointment, edit appointment, delete appointment, virtual appointment as well. The doctor can view account, or better still, you can remove the doctor from seeing account. So that is based on the regulations of the hospital. You can allow the doctor to see the account, or you can remove the doctor from seeing account, so the doctor doesn't have any access to any account information. The laboratory, you can allow the doctor to have access to laboratory. So that's it. Okay, so we just go through, then message, invoice, blood bank, ambulance, instrument, and everything. Whatever you want to give access to the doctor, you give. When it comes to the patient as well, any access you want to give the patient, you give it to the patient. Give it to the patient. That is it. So the same thing applies to everybody who has been entered into the system. So you get to management. So this is management access right, management, and the accountant. The accountant also has the doctor. The person can view doctor. At least the person has to know the doctors working in the hospital and get information about it. So the account, although the account is not supposed to add new accountant, it's not supposed to edit or delete any accountant. It's only the work of the administrator. Yes, so you come to invoice, they have right to, you can also limit them from deleting invoice. Maybe they want to steal, so they can limit them from, they can edit, they can view, they can add, but they can't delete. So you can remove the delete from it, so that no accountant can delete from. But even if they delete, it will be recorded in the audit log. So if they try to steal and they delete it, it will be recorded in the audit log. Then you see it as an administrator or as the owner of the hospital. So better still, you can still give them access. Maybe there was a mistake and the person wants to delete and correct it. It will still be recorded in the software. Sorry. And that is the account. So these are access controls, and that is basically the hospital management system. So there's the back end, and if you agree, then we sit on it, we talk about the monetary aspect, then I'll design the front end, how it's going to look like when the person logs into the hospital management system. We have the patient portal, we have the staff portal, we have the doctor portal, we have the administrator portal, we have the pharmacist portal, and everybody will have access to his or her portal, and you make it running. Alright, so this is so far the hospital management system. If you have any further question, you can schedule a meeting, then we go through. Thank you very much. The name is Elbebeto Media, Elbebeto Group of Companies. As I said, we do website, social media management, graphic design, photography, videography, printing of banners, stickers, posters, CCTV installation, and other things. Anything relating to IT and media, we are there. You can confidentially trust in us, and we will not disappoint you. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you for further discussion.